Let's talk about the origin of Darkseid. Long ago, there was a planet of mud grubbers who worshipped giant gods. These were selfish gods and seemed to care little for the needs of those living beneath their feet, stomping and trampling the fields out of complete malice, laughing the entire time. They relied on the prayers of the mortals for strength, and the people obliged. Except for one. Euxus hated the gods. Made no secret about it. He watched as his brother-in-law Isaiah and his sister Avia constantly praying for help and mercy, only to see their land and home crushed under the foot of a careless god. Isaiah would warn him that his blasphemy would bring chaos and destruction to their people. But for Euxus, that was necessary. That very night, Euxus climbed the Forbidden Mountain and whispered lies and conspiracies into the ears of the gods so they would become suspicious of each other. And as soon as they woke up, war followed. His sister Avia was wounded in the battle. He didn't care. Feeding on faith, as one god fell tumbling to the ground, it begged Euxus to believe in him so he could be saved. But why do that when you can reap the rewards of your work and take their power and end their lives? As he absorbed all of the power of the gods after destroying them, his skin hardened as he transformed into a new god. Horrified by his actions, Isaiah took Avia and ran for their life, but stopped at the wounded body of another god. In an effort to save the god, Isaiah began praying, begging for the god to also save Avia. But both the god and Avia were too far gone. Before dying, the god bestowed the last of his power upon Isaiah, who then went to confront his brother-in-law. He told him that they were the new gods and pleaded with Euxus to join him in doing good. But that only filled his heart with more rage and anger. He declared war against his brother-in-law, an event that would destroy the entire world, and the remaining pieces created New Genesis and Apocalypse. As eons passed, Euxus would claim the fire pits of Apocalypse as his home, enslave its people, completely breeding laughter out of the entire species, and ruling under the guise of Darkseid. But a challenger arose in the form of Kaio, the Chaos Bringer. She could still laugh, and her ability to teleport was seen as an annoyance by Darkseid. As he chased her down, he was surprised to discover an entirely new universe where a champion existed who could rival his own power. Kaio's entire goal was to annoy Darkseid, so she would lead him from universe to universe, showing him rival after rival, knowing that he couldn't stand to see someone with as much power as him. Darkseid killed the champions and destroyed their worlds, one by one, until he arrived at one universe whose champions were younger, fierce, just strong enough to repel him. For now.